Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know, my name is Bobby Jean Smith. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, and I am now 17 years old. I know it's been like a little while since I've filmed a video for this YouTube. I've only posted 2 videos so far, so thank you guys for actually like watching my content, liking it, whatever. So today's video is going to be kind of explaining why I've been gone for a little while. I've also been inactive on like TikTok and stuff. So this is just going to be an explanation of what's been going on in my life personally, and just a little bit of therapy and get ready with me. You can follow along, sit down, do your makeup with me. I would love that. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So I did just get out of the shower. My hair looks crazy, but I do like to do my makeup before my hair. So I didn't want to just do my hair just for this video. Okay, first, I've been trying this Seraphine Botanicals Apple and Balm Glow Lip Mask. And it's like an overnight lip mask, but I use it overnight sometimes, and I use it like if my lips are feeling really dry and I just want something super hydrating. Sometimes I wear it while I'm doing my makeup so that by the time I'm done with my makeup and ready for my lips, they're super moisturized. A little bit goes a long way. You kind of have to be careful. My skin has been like breaking out a lot lately. I think it's just from wearing a mask, but I also have this. It's probably the stress that's been going on in my life. But just yesterday I actually sat down and kind of gave myself a facial, and I like popped every single blackhead, bump, whatever that I had. So it is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit more red and noticeable today than it was a little bit ago, but it's fine. Okay, so first things first, I quit my job. Okay, so first I'm just going to use the Glam Glow Moisture Rich moisturizer. So I quit my job, and I'll tell you briefly why. So my job was very toxic, honestly. Like, I just didn't really like it that much, but I mean, everybody hates their job, so I just stuck with it. But I was a server at a restaurant, and they were doing a lot of things wrong. They spoke mainly Chinese. There was only a few that spoke a little bit of English, not much English, but it's almost like they didn't know how to run a business correctly in the United States, at least. For example, our cash tips got taxed as well. If you don't know anything about like serving, your cash tips are supposed to go straight to you. Nobody's supposed to touch those. You're not supposed to get taxed on them, but they did. And there was just a lot of things that we had to do that we as servers should not have been doing. I don't really want to get them into too much trouble because I do have a history with this job. They were kind of like a second family to me, but they were doing a lot of things wrong. And one of the things that I really disliked about the job is the manager was very rude. She would like scream at servers all the time for things that were not their fault, which leads me to the night that I quit. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some of this Pharmacy Cheer Up. It's like an eye brightening cream. So the night that I quit, it wasn't that busy. You can see that like I love this. I don't know if I've seen a difference. I can't really tell, but I've used this a lot. So it wasn't that busy, so I was getting ready to leave about the time we were closing, and a whole bunch of teenagers came in and ate, whatever. I stayed with them. At first it was only 8, and then it turned into 12. It ended up being 16 people that came in. They just kept coming in and coming in, which is fine, you know, business is business. So I go to clean all their tables and get their checks, you know, and basically someone, I'm not going to say who, someone walked out without paying. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but I did hear from multiple of their friends that this person had done this a lot of times and bragged about how they get away without paying for their food. So that leads me to think that it was on purpose, but I'm not going to just out that person and say they did it on purpose. I haven't talked to this person directly, but they know that I know that they didn't pay. So, basically, I got screamed at for a really long time about it. I'm going to go in with this Pure 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer in the shade MN3. It's a little bit too deep, but it's a tinted moisturizer, so you can't really tell that much. So basically, and I'm going to go with my wet beauty sponge. So basically, yeah, so they didn't pay, and I got screamed at for like 30 minutes for it, saying that it was my fault. And I was like, that's not my fault. She was like, well, whose fault is it? My fault? And I was like, well, you were standing at the door telling everyone bye, knowing that you had not completed all of the cash transactions yet. You could have made them stay, like you're the manager. I was kind of getting the plates ready because I was ready to go at this point. It was like 10:30 at night. I was ready to go, and I was kind of getting their plates off the table while she was completing all their cash transactions, because the manager handles cash. I can do credit, but she handles cash. So I was like, well, you were the one who kind of let them leave. I didn't know that you had not finished all the payments yet. And she, continues to yell at me, and basically was like, you're going to have to pay half and I'll pay half. And I said, that's not my fault. I do not deserve to pay half. That is not how this is going to work. And she was like, that's always how it happens. I said, okay. So what about if someone orders a to-go order and never comes and picks it up? Who pays for that? And she's like, well, that's different. And I was like, not really, because someone ordered food, never came and picked it up, didn't pay for it. That was a waste of money. And that wasn't anyone's fault but that customer's. So nobody has to pay for it. It just comes out of the restaurant. So how come when someone leaves and I can't stop them, or I didn't know that they had not paid, how come that's my fault? I don't know. It was just a really heated situation because I was getting yelled at. I was like, I'm just done with this. So I quit my job. I was nice enough to say that I would finish the week out until Sunday. This was on a Tuesday, last Tuesday. And I said that I would finish the job out until Sunday, so they didn't have to find somebody to fill in for me on the schedule. So it was like, whatever, And then 2 days later, so I'm still working, but I'm quitting Sunday. So 2 days later, this was Thursday, basically somebody packed a to-go order wrong. And the manager was yelling at one of the chefs to remake the order, so that when the person came in to get that order that she had sent out wrong, it would be ready. So he had to make the same thing twice, and it was all her fault. And so basically they started yelling at each other a lot, and he got very angry. He made a whole scene, kicked some stuff in the kitchen, walked out. They were all talking in Chinese, so I couldn't really understand them. Or I think they speak Mandarin Chinese. But I couldn't really understand what they were saying, but I knew that they were mad, And he ended up walking home. He left the restaurant, walked home, and he hasn't been back since. And he is currently looking at locations in the area to open up his own restaurant. And he's looking to buy a building. She lost a server and a chef in the matter of 2 days. And then, so I worked until Sunday, right? Well, my friend that was working Sunday night after I left, I worked Sunday morning. So at 4:30 on Sunday, I was done. I didn't have to come back in anymore. And she didn't speak to me from Tuesday to Sunday unless it was needed. And it was maybe 2 words. And so whenever I left on Sunday, I didn't say bye. I didn't say anything. I grabbed my money and I left. I figured that it was an understanding that I was done. Well, she had the server that was working Sunday night call me and say, hey, she wanted me to call you just to let you know, this was your last day, just to make sure y'all are on the same page. And I was like, yeah, we are on the same page. But it's just crazy to me that she had a 17-year-old server. I mean, she's a 30 or 40-year-old lady. She had a 17-year-old server call her other 17-year-old server to let them know that they officially were quitting. It doesn't make any sense at all. The childishness in the restaurant was just very unhealthy. And I don't think that she was fit to be a manager. So my next job, I'm going to go in with this. I talked about this in my Shop Miss A video. This is just a darker foundation that I'm going to use as a little bit of a cream contour. It just looks really natural. This shade is just a really good contour shade, I feel, once you blend it out. So I'm just going to take that on my sponge. So I just felt like it was really unprofessional, really, really immature of her. The whole situation was. So I went job searching, and I applied at 2 places, and one of them called first, and so I took that job, and I actually start today. I start this afternoon, so that's kind of what I'm getting ready for. I'm just going to do like more of a natural look, Okay, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10 Fair White, tap some into the cap, and I'm going to take the bottom flat end of my sponge and just bake the areas that I want to be a little bit lighter. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows off camera, and I will be back. Okay, so brows are filled in. Okay, so the next part of my life I'm going to talk about was my birthday. So my birthday was last Thursday, I believe. I was working on my birthday. I'm just going to go ahead and dust this powder off as I'm talking. So I was working on my birthday, which is another reason that the job sucked, but it's okay. I didn't really do anything on my birthday. That Sunday we had like a family get together for just our immediate family, whoever could make it, and we actually celebrated my grandmother's birthday, which was February the 6th. She unfortunately was in the hospital while her birthday was going on, so we couldn't really celebrate it. And my cousin's birthday was actually January the 4th, I believe, and she and her family were quarantined for COVID, and so we haven't even celebrated her birthday yet. So we just did all of them last Sunday. It was really nice. We had some spaghetti. Pasta is my favorite food. I'm going in with this Iconic London palette, just using the matte bronzer and a little bit of the shimmer bronzer as well, just mixing the two and hitting the high points of the face and the forehead. Okay, I'm also going to take this eyeshadow brush into the bronzer, and I'm just going to barely hit this in the crease and just really blend it out. I'm going for something super natural because I don't know what this work environment is really going to be like yet. So basically, I'm working at like a barbecue place, but the inside isn't open right now. But it usually is like a sit-down restaurant. So for now, I'm going to be like doing, call-in orders to go, cashier, and then once the inside opens, I will be doing serving, I believe. I don't really know what exactly they will have me doing once the inside opens. Okay, I'm just taking a little bit of this powder to really snatch my nose. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Tarte Maneater mascara because I want my lashes to be so long today. I don't know why. Sometimes I'm feeling like kind of a natural lash, but today I'm feeling like I want my lashes to look like they are fake. Okay, so I'm going to let that first coat dry, and then I'll go in with a little bit more. While we let that dry, I'm going to go in with some blush and also talk about the next thing going on in my life. So, I am a junior in high school, and I'm just going to go in with this matte blush and the shimmer blush, like a mixture, and just hit this on the cheeks. This is from that same Iconic London palette as the bronzer. So, I am a junior in high school, so I'm going to have to take the ACT this year, and I went to sign up, and all the seats are taken for April because because of COVID, they can only have so many people testing at once. So I'm going to have to test in June, I think, but I'm really nervous about that because that decides your whole entire future. Like, what if I don't do good the first 3 times? Like, I have to keep trying and trying and trying. I don't know. I'm really nervous about that. I went to this ACT Blitz class at the school and learned a lot about just test taking strategies and things like that. So hopefully I do good whenever I take it. I don't really know. I'm kind of stressed about that whole thing, like college and stuff like that. I don't know what college I want to go to. I do know that I want to go into elementary education, so I want to teach elementary kids, but I don't know what college I want to go to. You know how people are like, what is one makeup product that you could not live without? I don't know. Maybe mascara, but also bronzer, because I put a lot on and it really just wakes my face up. I don't know. Okay, I'm really going in with a good bit of highlighter, and I'm just going to hit the cheekbones. We want to be a glowing goddess. You know, that's kind of everything that's been going on in my life. Been stressing about school, been you know, celebrating my birthday, stressing about not having a job. I don't have to have a job, but I really like having a job. I just feel like it gives me something to do, you know, idle hands makes for the devil's work, or whatever the saying is. Basically, if I'm bored, I'm going to get into some of my old habits, which is not good. So, I really just enjoy work. I enjoy making my own money, you know, doing whatever is good for me. It's really like therapeutic, especially working in customer service, because you get to go in and make somebody's day. Like, I could literally make somebody's day by just being good to them and nice to them when they're getting their food. Also, my flowers are literally dying in the background. I'm so sorry. I need to take those out, but I don't want to. Okay, I'm going to go in with some of this MAC lipstick in the shade Fresh Brew. Okay, so this is the NYX Eyewear liner stick in the shade Pure White, and I'm just going to put this in the waterline. Now I'm going to go with the Wet n Wild brow setter. I do really like this brow setter. I tried this in my last video, I think, where I tried products that TikTok made me buy. Just gives them a little bit of extra fluff. I'm just going to go in with some lip gloss. I don't even know where I got this, honestly. And I ran out of my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, which is my favorite setting spray currently. So I've been wanting to try this again. This is from that Shop Miss A video. So I hope you guys enjoyed my chit chat, get ready with me, just telling you guys about my life, why I quit my job, how my birthday was, and everything. Thank you guys for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also follow my TikTok, Instagram. You can add me on Snap if you want. Follow me on Snap. Everything that I use today will be linked in the description below. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. I'll give you guys a close-up of what my makeup looks like. Bye, guys.